Today I'm going to review completing the square and what we've looked at so far in lesson. So the two main things that I want us to be able to do is to actually convert from standard form into completed the square form, and the way I showed you to do this was that our value of a, which is inside the bracket, is half of our coefficient of x. Well, our coefficient of x is 8, so half of that is 4. Now if I think about this, x plus 4 squared would give me x squared plus 8x, which is what I want, but I'd end up with plus 16. So what I've been teaching you to do is to take away this 16, or take away the 4 squared, and then add on the 6 from the question. That gives me x plus 4 squared. Well, take away 16 plus 6 would give me take away 10. That would mean my values of a is equal to 4, and my value of b is equal to negative 10. Now I'm just going to run through that again, but this time I'm going to take it one step further and solve it. So using completing the square, I start off with x squared minus 6x plus 2, so therefore inside my bracket would be x minus 3 squared, and again if I think about expanding it like I did up here, I would end up with a takeaway 9, because that is what 3 squared is, and then plus 2 equals 0. That gives me x take away 3 squared, take away 7 equals 0. When we come to looking at solving this, my whole objective is to get this value of x on its own. So in order to do that, I add 7 first, so I get x minus 3 squared equals positive 7. Now I want to get rid of this squared, so I get x take away 3 equals the square root of 7. However, we should know that we would get two answers. We would get a positive and negative. Then from here, I can get x equals, I've had to add 3, so it'll be 3 plus root 7, or I could get a value of x equals 3 take away root 7. And they would be my two answers for solving this equation. The bit which we're starting to find a little bit trickier is when we come to look at something like this. Now, the actual steps that I do are the exact same. I still halve my coefficient of x, but this time I'm just writing it as a fraction. And now I take away what this is squared. 3 over 2 squared is just 3 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 2, which should give us 9 over 4. And then I want to add 7. So therefore, simplifying this gives me x take away 3 over 2 squared, take away 9 over 4, and I'm going to convert this to be out of 4, so it's going to be plus 28 over 4, which would give me x take away 3 over 2 squared. Well, take away 9 over 4 plus 28 over 4 is going to be plus 19 over 4. And that would mean my value of a would be negative 3 over 2, and my value of b would be equal to 19 over 4. So the process that I do for each question is the exact same. So what I would like you to do is have a go at this question here, where I'd like you to get x squared minus 7x plus 3 in the form of x plus a squared plus b. And if you answer that, I'd like you to email that to me as well.